Well, hello there, everybody. Now, you might not recognize me because I'm wearing armor. This is your old boy, Ezekiel Crunchy Frog, here in the possibly changing from Amish, hardcore Minecraft world. And here I am in a wooded Badlands. Now, it's a strange story that led me to this point, but basically, I just headed straight north from my farm, and I found this beloved land over here, and I thought, this is a place where I find my very favorite doggies, hopefully. The striped wooded Badlands dog. I think they call them hyenas, but they're not hyenas or jackals or whatever. There's no way they're hyenas, they're jackals. And jackals actually are a very misunderstood and much maligned dog. Jackals are actually very cute. I like jackals. Jackals have a bad reputation, but it's the hyenas that have the bad reputation, in my opinion. I was digging down in my quarry yesterday, and I came across a little watery hole, and I went down it. I found out that there's a big giant subterranean lake right underneath my quarry. And that's when I came to the realization I'm going to need a lot of sand if I'm going to make it down through that watery lake. And so I decided to head on north, because I knew that there's a savanna up north. And if I just kept heading up north, maybe I'd come across a desert past the savanna. And guess what? I did. I also came across Badlands, which I followed until I found the wooded Badlands. So I thought if I'm going to get sand, I might as well get red sand, right? And I also have a chance of finding my favorite kind of dog. That's a huge motivating factor for me. But I spent about an hour last night. This is a huge wooded Badlands. I spent about an hour last night looking for my dogs, and there's nary a sign of a single one. I did see an orange chicken, but that's about it. As you can see, it's a pretty large wooded Badlands area. It's kind of a large wooded Badlands area to not have a single jackal dog in it. And if you didn't know, that's a striped variety of wolf, and also my very favorite kind. Not only because they're very cool looking, but also because I believe they might be the rarest dog to find. It's the prized possession. It's like the diamond of the dogs. And as to why I've decided I'm going to wear armor, because I had a very close encounter the other night before I set out. I was up in my hayloft, and I was putting hay and barrels for storage up in my hayloft. And as you know, the hayloft of my barn has no windows, and I was so enthralled and engrossed in my tasks, and I don't have a clock on me. So I kind of lost track of time, and when I went back down the ladder, it was night outside, and I was being pelted with arrows by a skeleton. Well, I got down to 2 hearts. I almost died, and wouldn't that have been sad if my video this morning was, well, guess what, guys, I lost my Minecraft hardcore world because I was too stupid to wear armor because of my Amish ways. Amish people don't wear armor. Well, guess what? This Amish guy now wears iron armor. But luckily for me, I had saved that little savanna dog. I had my savanna dog out in the barn. And as soon as I got hit by an arrow, he went after that skeleton, and he killed that skeleton. That puppy dog saved my life, let me tell you. That's why I love dogs. As soon as somebody hits you or hurts you, that person is in danger of being killed by that dog. Because the dogs will always protect you and they'll give their life for you. Luckily, my little savanna dog didn't have to give his life, though. He got injured, but then nothing a couple steaks didn't fix. Who are we kidding? I fed him a bunch of forbidden bacon, but he liked it. His tail went up, and he soon got the hearts, and he's all healed up now. But I figured after I logged off last night that I would log back in today to make this video, and there'd be some puppy dogs around here. Because often what happens is that when you log back in, the world will generate dogs and new mobs around. No such luck so far, I guess. I was really hoping to tame one of my very favorite kind of dogs on camera. I'm listening very carefully for the sound of barking, and I've got my eyes peeled. I'm looking out. But eventually I'm just going to have to give up and get some sand. But I figured, I came probably about 3,000 blocks to the north. I traveled a good distance. What's that sound I'm hearing? I figured while I was up here, I could for sure get me a dog. I could have stopped a lot shorter than this and picked up a bunch of sand and just went home. But you come the whole way out here, you sort of like to get yourself a dog, right? Looks like we have something over here, but it's a cow. Oh, I heard a dog. You hear that? I heard a dog. There we go. Here we go. Here's the boys. Celebrate good times. Come on. Well, I got one tamed. It only took one bone, too. He was just waiting for me. Yeah, he's a good boy. He can come with me and see, I could tame this guy, too, but Do I want to tame him? Yeah, I can't help myself. I know I can't boat with either of these guys now. We're going to have to go over land, but it's pretty much only a couple rivers we got to cross. There's no big oceans. I came all the way up here on foot without having to use my boat even once, so I think we'll be okay. I think we'll break out the compass, and we'll stop in on the way back, and we'll find a nice little patch of red sand to dig up, because there's a whole bunch of desert and badlands to the south of here. Man, I couldn't be happier. This is great. Nothing brings joy to my heart in Minecraft more than finding my favorite kind of dogs. And I got a breeding pair now, too. I don't have to toss the dice and hope that maybe I can breed him with a regular wolf and get another little striped dog. Now, I might have to kill some cows on the way home because these boys might take a little fall damage. And they don't eat golden carrots. So I might have to heal them up. So if I come across some more cows, I should have killed that one back there, but we'll try to keep these guys alive and healthy. I think they'll be fine. But yeah, I brought a bunch of sticks and a bunch of iron with me so I can make shovels. So I'm going to need a lot of shovels for all the sand I'm going to be digging up. I got to get a bunch of sand. I told you before, there's that big subterranean lake underneath my quarry that's going to have to be dealt with. I've dealt with these things before. I'm no stranger to subterranean lakes in Minecraft. I wish I was. I wish I never came across them, because they've never served a useful purpose. All they've ever done is been a pain in my butt. Okay. Time for my first encounter as an Amishman. Get 'em, dogs! My days as a pacifist are over. Good work, dogs. Now I'm going to have to pick up some... You guys still pissed off? Is there somebody else out there? Let me... Yeah, you guys are making angry noises. What a couple of good boys. I'm going to get some steak for you guys just as soon as I can. You don't mess with an Amishman and his dogs. Oh, look at this camel. I may have to come back here. In fact, I probably will come back here anyway. Next time I'll bring a saddle. I can go home with a camel. That'd be pretty unique for an Amishman to have a camel. But I can't say as I'm purely Amish anymore. Not after breaking my vow of pacifism there and shooting those pillagers. But I was kind of defending myself and defending my boys, and I think that that's perfectly justified. I feel no guilt. Get some meat to heal my dogs. There we go. Hey boys. There we go. Oh, looks like we're gonna have another dog. Oh no. It's just one of those happy little side effects of healing up your dogs to the max. Well, hello, dogs. Meet my dogs. Ah, they can smell each other's butts. But we gotta keep going. That's how dogs say hello, you know. They smell the butt. That's a good way to get to know somebody. Once you smell their butt, there's not much left to the imagination after that. Three cocoa beans. What luck. We can just get this taken care of right away. Hello guys, come on, get over here. Let me go and give you your nice brand new brown collars. There we go. Yeah, we're now back in familiar territory. I've been along this shoreline, as you can tell by this naked birch tree over here. That's where I went to go get some birch saplings. And over here is the cherry blossoms, and right below it is the village that I haven't really had much dealings with. No real reason, it's just that they're across some water and they're more inconvenient to get to, I guess, than my village. But I think one of these days I'll go ahead and set up a little marketplace over there too. Why not, you know? Never hurts. Up here's the ruined portal where I got a whole bunch of netherrack from. Here's a crafting bench that I left here. You can always tell when I've been somewhere. Well, hello there, English. Ah, yes. And we come upon the farm. And you'll notice the completed silo. You can see the silo over here right next to my farm. We'll go over here and get a better look at it. I added a detail on the other side that really makes it look like a real silo. It still looks like a real silo from over here. It's pretty good. It looks like an actual silo, but there's a detail on the other side of it that really completes the whole look. Of course, I'll be building a smaller silo right next to it. Okay, come here, boys. Come here. Let's sit you guys down. The puppy has grown up to a full dog on that trip. My mule. By the way, I came up with a name for my mule. I haven't got any suggestions from you guys, so I came up with my own name, and I like it. And from here on out, that mule is going to be known as Mule Brenner. See, here's the silo. You see the little runner that goes up the side? All the cool grain silos have those. Anyway, it's looking good. I'm going to put a smaller, skinnier silo right next to it. That's usually how they are. And I will show you the hay loft that I completed and that almost led to my destruction. See over there, I put some stone sides on my little wood bridge. Let's go up here and take a look at the hay loft. I put a whole bunch of barrels in here and some hay, because it's a hay loft. This is where I'm going to be storing a whole bunch of stuff because I'm getting a lot of stone out of that quarry. And I don't want to fill up my main storage in the house with all that stone, so I'm going to be putting stuff up here. How do you like it? Looks pretty good, huh? That's what a hay loft is for, you know. Storing hay, storing other farm supplies. But I came down here and it was night outside. And there's a skeleton right out there and he was taking aim and shooting me and he was shooting my horses. And I was over here behind this pillar trying to avoid being killed. I was down to 2 hearts. And that's when my good boy sprung into action. He's sitting out here right now. This right here is a little lifesaver right here. This guy saved my life. He's a good boy. And he's going to get the first name tag when I get one. And he's going to get fed regularly. That's right. You're a good boy. Let's go ahead and see if you want to make a baby over here. See if we can get another Savannah baby, or if we're going to get another forest dog. That's another forest dog. One of these days we'll make another one of these guys. This little guy's so cute though. I don't mind getting more forest dogs. The more dogs, the better, as far as I'm concerned. That's my motto. The more the merrier. And look at these guys. Oh, yes, you guys killed that pillager for me. You guys rock. But anyway, thanks for coming by and visiting me. I hope to see you again real soon, and I'll talk to y'all later.